Hey guys, can you see me horizontally? If so, this is real extreme horizontally. That I can. If so, let me know down there in the chat if you can see me like this. Hey Nikki, Edmundo! Hey buddy. Holy cow. Hey Omega Nod! Hey Rich! So what do you guys think of seeing it sideways like that? It's pretty cool, huh? Alright, I gotta go get that bait back out in the water. I caught a fish over on Facebook. Can you believe that? The minute I got off with you guys, I caught a fish. I was so excited about it, it just took me by surprise. I gotta get way out there though. I see something out there moving in the water, something good size. All right, if a shark gets me, you know who to call. So something just grabbed my foot. Did you guys see me jump? Did you see me jump like a big baby out there? Anybody here? Let's see if anybody's even here for that. I jumped up like a big old baby. Something grabbed my foot, and I couldn't figure out it was either. It moved. I jumped up and I looked down. I'm like, what the heck was that? Hey, Jalen, what do you say, Mr. Turnip? But something just grabbed my daggum foot. It wasn't like a crab or anything. I looked to see if there was a crab down there. I didn't see a crab. Maybe a flounder or something, or I thought a stingray. But my first thought was, oh crap, I just stepped on a stingray and I just got a pass. I got a hard pass. But I stopped in the water, and as soon as the water stopped moving, I didn't see a stingray anywhere. So I have no idea what I just stepped on. You didn't see me jump? Oh, I'm glad you guys didn't. Well, I got the fishing pole set up. Now I'm going to need help watching it, if you guys don't mind. And if you are able, I'm not sure if there's a super chat, if you're able to like, if you're able to share us out or not. You guys help me keep an eye on it. Last time the whole pole just zip, went down, and it went down fast. I got to go hit the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I'm not going to lie, that was top 10 greatest outside adult pees in my life. I'm sure I had some really great ones as a kid, but man alive, is it nice to pee outside. On a deserted island, as you're meant to be. As a man and woman is meant to be. I had a friend recently that said, I don't want to live so close to a neighbor that I can't walk outside my yard naked. This old lady, she's like 95, said, a neighbor's too close. If I can walk outside and they can see me nude. And I was like, yeah, I would say they are too close. Oh, it was so funny. But oh, what a great spot. It's about 65 degrees. It's Speedo weather, 100%. I'm out here rocking it, just enjoying myself fishing. We're going to wait for that pole. I could have caught and eaten what I had caught there, but that video got me kicked out of my bedroom for laughing. Edmundo, which one was that? Was it the pelican one? I'm forgetting. I just talked about it. I probably forgot what it was. That's so funny. I got my emergency whistle. I got all my goodies here. I got the phone dark so I can barely see the chat, but let me see. I'm going to say hello to my friends that I can see pop in. Now that we got some power back. Who else is here? I see 9 friends. Say hello. Don't be a stranger. We got some stories to tell when we get back over to Uncle Tickety Talk later. But I'm so happy that you're here. I like being able to film horizontal. I think it's probably going to look really, really cool. I sure hope so. Oh, you guys don't mind. I got to get a few things together here while I'm hanging out with you. First of all, I might drag my kayak back a few feet. I'm not sure how far up the water is going to come. Just a few more feet won't hurt anything. I have to make some lunch. I have been fasting, but I'm hungry. And I caught a fish. I let him go. I was thinking about making fish for lunch, but it's nice to know you can catch them if you want them. I might cook the next one. I'm not sure yet. I say that every time, but if somebody shows up, I might cook one. But Lorna's got me thinking that I'd much rather have some butter with me and some lemon if I'm going to cook a fish. My friend Lorna mentioned that, and that sure does sound good. I'm going to show you one of my favorite tools. I chose to go light and to bring very light bushcraft tools with me for this trip if I could. Even though we're not far from the house, I can go back and get stuff. But Shelly bought me this when we were first together, when we were first married. It was our first Christmas together. And this was my stocking stuffer. And I love it so much. And I thought I lost it for a whole 2 years of my life. It was packed between houses. But this is what I brought to chop all my wood and get everything together. And it's a little throwing tomahawk by a company called SOG. They started off making things for knives for the Navy SEALs, I believe. But she bought this. It came with another knife in the pack, a big old chopping like machete type of a knife that looked really fancy and cool. They were sold at Walmart and Sam's Club. And you know how they push that stuff around Christmas, you know, like it's everywhere in Christmas. And I told Shelly, oh boy, I like those. And she went back and got them for me. And within a week, I destroyed the knife. I used it to try to chop through some wood because I didn't have proper tools. So I used this. You can see where it's all dented on the outside. I used this to hammer the knife. And the knife bent against wood. And I thought, well, that's a piece of crap. But this thing has lasted the whole time. And I'm pretty hard on stuff. But you could take a daggum tree if you've got enough grit and you got some, you know, you got the metal to do it. You could take a daggum tree with this thing if you need to. Luckily, I don't need to take a tree. I'm just going to chop up some little wood. Like that. Just perfect. It works so good. I could probably even get it smaller if I'm very careful. Luckily, I keep this thing sharp enough that I can pretty well shave with it. Look at that. Isn't that great? Whoops. I don't want to get sand on everything I own. Sorry guys, I should be talking with you while I do this. So I put some cotton balls down there. I'm not sure if you can even see what I'm up to. I'm sorry. That's not very good of me. I can't see the screen. The problem is I don't have very good eyes, so I think that's what I'm looking at now. So when you start a fire, you want to start to kind of work your way up, just like you're fishing your way up the food chain. Start with small bait, work your way up to bigger fish. Same with a fire. You want to start a fire with the smallest things, the driest things first, at the very heart of the matter. So I cheated today. I have some cotton balls that are soaked in Vaseline that I have in the very bottom followed by some stuff I found on the island, natural things like really dry driftwood that came in that was past the high tide line and dried out and dried out and dried out, old grasses and things. And then I found some twigs that are very dry, and starting at the very tips of the branches, I break the very small ones until they're just a fine pile of little tiny old twigs, and that goes in on the next layer up. So I put the bigger pile, then I start working up just a little bit bigger each time, just a little bit bigger. And this is enough to get it started, and then I can put the big stuff in to really get it going. But it's so windy right now, I'm having a hard time getting it even to spark. Sorry guys, that's a little too close, huh? Ooh. Now I can't get it to go back out. Problem is I can't see. I think that's a little better. That isn't great, but trying to cover up so you're not looking at anything. Oh, bad. There goes a seagull looking for a treat. Last time that fishing rod just zoop, so fast I could barely keep up with what was going on. I bet you that seagull will come over and have a bite if I offer him a cracker. He's just waiting. He doesn't know what's going on. That seagull's probably not used to seeing folks. And he's like, hey, what are you? Come on, seagull. Oh, his little head looks like he might be interested. He's coming this way. All right, I saw him poop on my stuff, and I figured that's enough of that. He's a poopy bird. He's a pooping, so I got rid of him. I was going to try to get him to take it from my hand, but the minute he saw I had food, he was going to be a weirdo and poop on my stuff. He figured if he pooped on my stuff, he'd get his food, and he was exactly right. I don't want him pooping on my things. Ooh, that's hot. All right, I think I'm going to have to keep my eyes on guard now for, hold on a second. Sorry guys, I'm all in your face. Can you hear me?